This is a very courageous thing for a church to do, to speak out like this, and especially to put up what unfortunately has become something we see every day in Israel and Palestine. Israelis don't see it. I want you to know that just by being here, you've seen more of the wall in reality than 99% of Israelis have.
Yeah.
Because the wall is built in a way that Israelis don't see it. It's built deep into Palestinian areas because we don't want to imprison ourselves. You see, and so we built it so the wall is there. Multiply this by about 500 miles. It's not all wall, but it is wall where people live. In the rural areas, the Israeli government prefers that you use the word fence, because somehow fence sounds more friendly. But in fact, it's a barrier, and a very deadly barrier, that people can't pass. That goes through their towns and their villages and their cities, in their urban neighborhoods and their farmlands and their communities. So, it's not just a wall. This would not be a wall separating Israelis from Palestinians. This is not a wall built for security. And we have to say that at the very outset. This wall is a wall that defines the contours, defines the borders of the Israeli Bantustan that is being created for Palestinians in an apartheid state. And all you have to do is look at a map, go home, open the computer, and look at the route of the wall. The Israeli government's map of the route of the wall. And I defy you to look at that route and see anything security-based. It goes deep into the Palestinian territory. It incorporates the large settlements into Israel. It even incorporates a gas field that's just been discovered northwest of Ramallah into Israel. The wall is built in a way that allows the settlements to grow, and it's built, on the one hand, it incorporates the settlements, and on the other hand, it defines those cantons. And that's the word we use in Israel, the cantons in which Palestinians will be confined. And the wall, again, does not separate Israelis from Palestinians. It doesn't protect Israelis in any way, but it separates Palestinians from Palestinians. On one side of the wall are schools and clinics and health centers and stores, and on the other side of the wall are the kids and the people that use those facilities. On one side are the grandparents, and on the other side the grandchildren that are separated from each other. So this wall is really a wall of injustice, and if we're talking about sides, I think there are sides. It doesn't break down into Israelis versus Palestinians, but it certainly breaks down all over the world, including here in London, between people that think human rights are the way we have to live our lives, including the churches that are standing up for human rights, and those that believe that violence and division and sectarianism is the way to go, which is not the way the world should be based. So I think we're on the side of the human rights from that point of view. And I want to congratulate the builders of the wall. You've done half the job. The other half is when the real wall is ready to come down, and it will come down, we're going to bring you guys over to help deconstruct.
Yeah.
Thank you.